Man, I wasn't so lucky with the Reddit. I'm not that surprised. A little bit surprised, but not that surprised. Shannon, it's just me and you in the space. How about that? Thank you, friends, for joining me. If you're joining on the recording a little bit later and you haven't heard this today, I love you. I love you. And I can say I love you with a genuine sense of honesty because I know if I was to love myself, I was to love you too. Who needs tears joining us as well? Even Sovina. Sovina. Man, you've been missed, my friend. How nice to have you here with me. Today's Reddit title is Walk with Me, Walking with You. Is it working? No, connection issues. Okay, we'll see. Probably gonna have to do it a few more times. While we wait, we're gonna crush some marijuanas. We're going to get into this moment. Man, I feel good. I feel really good. Like, I feel alarmingly good right now. You know, one of those perspectives where I love everybody and I love everybody up and down as we love you. Dearest Jovan, thank you for joining us, friend. Rare for me to catch you in the week. A rare day off I have. Savina, the honor, genuine honor. Okay, second time's the charm. Third time's the charm, maybe. Let's see. Like I wanted to say, it's a genuine honor the fact that in a day off, right? Like you could be doing anything, quite literally. You know, you have a day off. You could be doing anything, and within the anything that you could do, you chose to do this. Walking with us, friend. You know, I've been tripping out. I've been straight up like hardcore tripping out about what's happening right now, about the world we're building, about the amount of changes that are coming, and it's been intimidating. It's honestly been intimidating from this perspective of not knowing what's gonna happen next. Oh goodness, you know, like I really like planning decades in advance, and the the fractal reality is so active right now, where every single second the decades I'm planning in advance is like shifting. So I'm like, please, please, I need plans, and the universe is like, nah, fam, your plans. What is that saying? Man plans and God laughs. Yeah, 100%. You know, and the best part is the fact that it's the opposite way. It's not like in that way of, oh, I'm planning, I'm sure things are gonna be this way, and then they end up not being that way. It's the contrary, where I'm sure things are gonna be a certain way, but I thought they were gonna be a certain way within years, you know, decades, and then life is like, nah, fam. How about now? Come on, Reddit. Come on, yo. Come on, Reddit. I believe in you. I believe in you, Reddit. Come on. Maybe I should contort my jaw. Uncle Becky is tuning into my brain as well. Reddit, dude. Come on, Reddit. Come on, fucking Reddit. So much love. So much love to Jovan. Man, it's a pleasure having you here with us, Jovan. Thank you for spending some time with us. How are you doing, beloved friend? I'm a fan of If You Want to Make God Laugh, tell him your plans. I mean, I don't know if God would laugh at my plans. It would be mildly embarrassing. You know, I probably would. You know, I'm like, I'm gonna save the world. I'm gonna, you know, feed humanity. God laughs. It's like, bro, come on, don't be rude, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm actually trying. We're gonna continue trying. We're gonna continue freaking walking this road. Come on, Reddit. Come on. Come on. Come on. I believe in you, Reddit. I think I think our belief paid off. I think we're live. Yay, indeed, and greetings upon you. Yes, you, beloved and holy friend. Thank you for joining me, for finding yourself in this moment, for walking this path that we're walking together. I feel like this is the thing we're saying that needs to be read again today, and I've read it multiple times, but it's so beautiful every single time I do. Whew. It goes, I don't even have to read it. Commitment is a deliberate decision that something will be so. How about that? Right? To think of your commitments as that. Not like, oh, I want to, oh, maybe I will. A commitment is a deliberate decision that something will be so. You know what my commitment is? Love. I know it's kind of cringe. I know it's like a little bit cheesy, but with this commitment, love will be so. And as we show up for love, so do you. Soviet Slammin. Soviet Slammin. What a long time it's been, friend, to find each other right now in this moment. Thank you for joining us. It's such a pleasure having you here again. How are you doing, friend? How's life treating you? How has it been on the walk of life? Have you been striding? Have you been dragging yourself? You know, like crawling almost, leopard crawling through the mud? Have you been pulled through the thorns and the bushes? Have you been in the mud? What has your road been like, friend? Do let us know. And know that you don't have to do it alone. Today's stream topic comes from this perspective of like we're walking this road like together, right? But it's it's this duality perspective of you have your 2 feet underneath you, your 2 legs underneath you, right? And I cannot take your 2 legs and walk for you. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Fortunately for me, that's not how it works. I mean, it'd be fucking exhausting to walk for you as well. But I don't have to. But what we need to realize is that the problem is with this realization that it's only your 2 feet underneath you that you can walk with. We get almost obsessed with just our 2 feet and walking with that, not realizing that the beauty of this whole process, sure, we have to walk for ourselves, we have to grow for ourselves, we have to figure things out for ourselves, but at least we don't have to do it alone. And to really kind of hit on that topic, and we do a lot, but just to kind of recognize that today from this perspective of really witnessing how much better life becomes when we walk together. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Aunt B. Thank you for the energy. Thank you for walking with me, friend. What a pleasure. Agent Be Polite. Nice to see you again, friend. What city and essay do you recommend to live? If I had to recommend a city to live in South Africa, Cape Town. Even though I have never lived in Cape Town. And it's a completely uneducated recommendation. That's the word I'm looking for. I lived in Pretoria, which is also a big city in South Africa, and it was beautiful. The area is beautiful, the people are beautiful. But when it comes to the future of economic stability in our country, Cape Town might be the place to go. Do you consider coming to South Africa, Asian? Be polite. Who have coins now, dude? I think I have coins on the. I'm waiting for one of you friends. I want to see you, stream live, and I'm just gonna drop like 1,000 coin community awards. I'm looking forward to it. Great to see you always. As it is to see you, Auntie. Thank you for sharing your radiant energy in this space with us today. Thank you for walking with us. We get to be hand in hand with an Aunt B today. Even a Goo is here on YouTube. My plans frequently don't go as I imagine. I used to get so butthurt about it, and now I just laugh as I do. Yeah, attachment and suffering. It's like for me, it's an actual joke at this point where every single time I want something to be a specific way, and then it isn't that way, I laugh as well because I'm like, oh yeah, of course. I expected something. I was attached to a certain outcome. For sure, I'm going to be upset because that was the problem. I made the mistake first. Thank you for teaching me too. Who needs tears? Why is it the thought of you? Ooh, did you see that beautiful blue bird? Look at this dude. Look at this dude. He's so close. I hope you can see him on the Reddit as well. Hello. Hello, beautiful Burby. Aren't you gorgeous? Yes, you are. You didn't have to fly away. Okay, fine. It felt like he said something to me as he was flying away. It was like, bruh, please give me space. So stop looking at me. I'm sorry, bro. Isaac saying, y'all are too much. Here I am thinking I'm early. And y'all have popped off with 20 comments already. Gobbledygook is like, it's only been 10 minutes. What's going on? Thank you, Brother Bear. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for sharing your energy with us as well. Oh, wow, that means so much that you thought of me. Honored to rent the association of foxes in your mind. Gob, Gob cubed. Get it? Gob cubed. Gobbity Gob nugget. Gobbert. Gob cube. Suddenly, instead of being goo, Gob is a cube, a hyperdimensional sentient cube that just like moves through all dimensions of time and space. You know, can just like intersect into a different reality and re-intersect into ours. The Gob cubed. Beyond happy I missed you, friends. And we missed you too, friend. Here you are, like we've never been anywhere else. Yo, you make me smile so much. Thank you. Special guest, Burp. Yes, we got a special guest, Kitty K, joining us as well. Are you anywhere near Botswana? I'm pretty close to Botswana, actually. Yeah. I mean, pretty close is relative. I'm like 700 kilometers, like 7 hour drive from Botswana or something. Bird was like, yo, you staring is uncomfortable. I don't care if I'm beautiful. He was like, I have a whole personality. I have hopes and dreams. You objectifying me is straight up not a vibe, Bird says. So I'm sorry, friend. I can't hear your hopes and dreams. Maybe one day we'll talk about it. Oh, that's too cool. Oh, you, Kitty K. It's nice to have you, friend. Tuning into the 420 frequency this morning and last. It's a good way. And whoa. Tuning into the 420 frequency this morning and last, it's a good week. I feel like I'm tripping out about what exactly it is you're saying. But yes, I have in fact stacked myself a bong that we haven't started smoking yet. I'm gonna replace my bong water. Replace your bong water, friends. Like, do it every day. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping you. Yeah. Water that has been loved is being poured into my bong right now. The little water molecules will graciously love the smoke as it passes through it. See? Batman joining us as well. Even Corey, Soviet Slamming, it's nice to have you. Even Uncle Becky, good day, Melt. Thank you for the sweet messages today. I see you, bud. See you too. Thank you, Uncle Becky, for receiving it, friend. I like legit went on a loving spree yesterday, right? Like an actual loving spree. And it makes me still to this moment understand. You know, like where I understood you, Uncle Becky. I understood you with such depth yesterday, dude. Thank you, Brother Bear, for being such a beautiful being. I see you, man. Yes, sure. Agent Be Polite. You want to come to South Africa? I mean, it's the cost of living is pretty cheap here. If you have an online job and you're being paid in dollars, you'll be really rich here in South Africa. Like I celebrated with a few friends like 3 days ago that we're now officially making cost of living per month for the streams plus the yoga, and that's 500 bucks. So if you are making 500 bucks online or more a month, you can actually live in South Africa. I got loaded with golds and plats this morning as well. Same friend. What a beautiful individual. I still don't understand, you know, like, I don't know if your friends know, but this individual from yesterday, MZP, something like that, right? MXP? It has a weird acronym username. Anyway, he like literally dropped, I think, $1,500 worth of awards on the stream yesterday. And I'm just like, and the universe is like, and I'm like, yeah. Thank you, friends, for the love. I don't know how you stay such a positive man, Melt. Very envious. I'm trying, Soviet slam, and it's my job, bro. It's my job to stay positive. I like genuinely feel it's my job to share love, right? And sometimes love can be harsh, sometimes love can be melancholic, sometimes love can be nostalgic, sometimes love can be angry. But that's my job, friend. So the only reason I seem happy is because I'm teaching myself how to be, if that makes sense. Like you're capable of it as well, Soviet Slam, and we love you, friend. I see you. Good morning, Corey, again. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the love last night, Mouth. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, Corey. I hope you know your scene, Brother Bear. Thank you for joining us again, Batman. It's nice to see you. Not, not Matt. No, of course not Batman. No, I know. Unfortunately, I let them know that none of it does to us, so they signed up for your Patreon. I'll let them know that none of it goes to us, so they signed up for your Patreon. Thank you, thank you. On B, like I really, I wanted to say I really don't care, but that's not true. I I know. I know without a shadow of a doubt in my heart, more so than ever, that what we're doing here is gonna change the world. Not maybe, not let's see, is already changing the world. And with this world change we're bringing, there is going to be so much abundance for this space, for this community, that we would literally not know what to do with all of it. We are, as a community, going to run into the streets and just give love to other people because that's how much we'll have. So, even though, there is this part of me that would have liked that financial abundance to be manifested directly to me instead of into Reddit's multi-billion-dollar bank accounts, sure, it doesn't make me any less, doesn't take anything away from us. And that love was still shared. And again, right, like he is still single-handedly being a node of consciousness within the universe, within the Reddit that is now being like, yeah, Reddit, look who it is, Brother Tate, beloved Brother Tate. Thank you for joining us, Joe. I love you, man. Sometimes love is the first sip of coffee. Yes, exactly. And to love your first sip of coffee, to genuinely immerse yourself, to watch the milk stir into it if you drink milk, to watch the little sediment of coffee coming up above, turbulently flowing, and to take that sip of coffee and to feel that warmth, entering your being, to be like, yes, thank you, universe, for a cup of coffee. Love these experiences. Love yourself for these experiences. Pushing positivity works. It doesn't work always. I spend a fair bit of my time in a state of so like I'm not immune, friend. Not even remotely. I do believe I'm getting better, but it is a process, and we're all getting together and getting better together as we're getting together to get better. We're walking the same road, friends. We can't walk for one another, but we can walk together at least. Weed helps be happy, but more importantly, it brings out who you are and can be from deep inside. I mean, it does help happy, but it's been 19 minutes since I've stacked this bong and I still haven't lit it up, so I don't need weed to be happy at all. I don't even think you can get happy just with weed. I believe if weed is going to help you be happy, it's only if you set intentions, I'm going to smoke this joint with the intention of noticing things that I can be grateful for. And then you smoke the joint, and then with that in mind, you notice things that you're grateful for, and then that makes you happy. The weed doesn't do anything, friend. It's you. It opens the heart to receive love and to spread it. Jumping Jack, to receive love from you in this moment, friend. Our intention for today is community. Genuine community. Walking together as a community. When someone falls in the mud, we get to help them out of the mud. When someone has their shoe untied and they have to stop, we wait for them to tie their shoes before continuing walking. We can't walk for them. I guess we could tie their shoes for them, but at least they don't have to do it alone. At least we don't have to do it alone. We can honestly never again believe that we're alone. And if maybe that's why I haven't lit it up to this point, because I didn't have a lighter this whole time. I'm just now realizing. Without a doubt, that's what I'm saying. And I know, Batman, I know, friend. That's the thing that makes me happy. I know that you know. I know that all of you know. And I know that you know as much as I do. And I just happen to be a voice of the things that we know. All right? So, thank you for knowing. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to go and get myself a lighter. I'm sorry. Sorry. I don't have any excuses. I'm back. There we go. I'm back. Got my lighter and I brought a stick of incense. I don't know if you're allowed. I'm allowed to do anything. I don't know if I'm allowed to light incense outside, but when I went to get my lighter, this little stick of incense was like, "Hey, oh, take me with you." So here it is. I'm gonna light it in front of me. Lighting the stick of incense with the intention of holding space, lighting something for the community. This little stick, as it burns, is going to be outputting heat, energy into the infinity, and I hope I direct this energy to all of you. Let's do this one first. There we go. Now it's lit. I think I missed a few on the YouTubes. Kitty. Almost time for our honeymoon. Dude. Dude, the last, this is a joke that my parents have told me, and I don't know if it's really that appropriate for the age we're living in, but I thought it was funny as a kid, so I'll share it with you now. Your honeymoon is the last vacation you go on before you start working for a new boss. Love you, brother Bear. Have an amazing time. 7 hour drive isn't close. I can go to anywhere in the UK from where I am in 7 hours. Yes, you see, Safida, like that's the thing. That's the thing about distance and driving to places. It's very relative. Like to an American, telling them that it's 7 hours away, to them that's like, oh, that's not too bad. But to, us in South Africa or, in the UK, for example, 7 hours drive is like, excuse me, no, that's way too far. Like for us, 2 3 hour drives, that's almost where we want to draw the limit. Wood, where are you going, Isaac? I've been living my best stony life, wearing the same dirty pants and enjoying my home. It's a good mask to wear. Live into it, friend. There's nothing for you to be, right? You are. You are. Whether you're clean, whether you're wearing different clothing that you wore yesterday, you still are in this moment. And that is what's valuable. Thank you for still being here with us, Isaac. Honeymoon adventures. Going to Sedona, Arizona. I mean, dude, I believe that's where Toasty is, weirdly enough. I do think that's where Toasty is. To community. You, friend. In this moment, you are the community. That we are holding hands in a circle. And that circle that we create is the space that we find ourselves in right now. Thank you for walking with me, for sharing this experience. Blessings unto you. Stick of incense is actually treating me pretty well. Skibbity bob. Going to an Airbnb in a 0% light pollution country. I need to breathe first. Drink some Ermias Plurs. A few billion Ermias Plur molecules have just been integrated into my body. Going to an Airbnb in a 0% light pollution county. After 10 p.m., they have a hot tub outside by a massive orange rock formation, so I'm ready for joints in the hot tub, stargazing. With, not like, you should add, with my wife. Like that. That's like just a whole other trip. I'm not only going to be having a vibey time, smoking J's, sitting in a hot tub, looking at the beautiful expanse of stars above my head, but next to me, after I look down from this expansive beauty, I get to see the expansive beauty that is my wife. Dude, thank you. Thank you, brother Isaac. I think it's going to be beautiful to both of you. Going to some vortex meditation in the Red Valleys and planning a spa day. Treat yourself, dude. Treat yourself. You deserve it, brother Bear. That sounds amazing. I've heard great things about Sedona. Or maybe I think maybe is Toasty and Sedona? I might be tripping. I do believe Brother Ryan goes to Sedona a lot though. And we fly out on the 13th, only 3 nights. But it's a vacation we both need. Can't believe it's already been almost 3 months since the wedding. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. that's that's only a little bit alarming. It's been 3 months since Isaac's wedding. Felt like yesterday in a weird way. I mean, it was yesterday in the same way that everything was yesterday. It was just the past of this moment, and you can, okay. Now you know what I'm talking about. That sounds amazing, Isaac. I hope you and Jazzy have the best of the time. How could they not? High quality humans unite. Here we are. Shwomp! Being graviticized. Gravity-anized. Gravitalized. How do you have gravitating towards the same central space, creating so much love that every other being in this world that feels I need to be able to share love, I need to be able to believe that love is true, going to be pulled into the space, friends. The fact that you're here now means that you're some of the most receptive beings in the entire universe. That's what I believe, at least. That's going to be a little bit of bias. I wish we had a way to meet up and hang out under the stars. Kitty K, a dream we dream together becomes reality. I see it for all of us. We're going to have a bonfire as well. Kitty would be amazing. You friends, there's no doubts there. If we can walk together, they can. Why can't we rock together? 7 seconds. Today's topic keeps making this song loop in my head. If we can walk together, why can't we rock together? I don't know the song, but thank you for like having that synchronicity. Like that's the cool thing about these spaces to me, right? Like I fully recognize that I'm just a person, right? I'm just another expression of the same thing that we are. And in this expression, I share my expression. And because of you being a whole infinity, a whole fractal of yourself, you hear the same words that every single other person is hearing, but you have a divine and uniquely personal experience with that. And that's my whole message, right? To recognize that divine and uniquely personal experience as the thing you're here for. And realizing that even if there's bad stuff, even if there's good stuff, even if there's expectations being met or not, that you'll have an experience. And that experience is love. It's there for you because of love. Love is true no matter what the experience. I love you, Fred. Thank you so much for having experiences, right? Like this song, lyrics looping in her head as she hears the words I'm saying. I don't have that fractal at all, not even remotely, and yet she gets to have a full experience with that. Jovan, how goes the race prep? She's actually been doing good, dude. Like she's an absolute gangster. Have you lived? I mean, I would like you to answer too, Jovan, but I'm just like I'm just hyping. Have you lived your perfect training montage yet? I'm trying to think about the Rocky music. How does it go? Ba-dum, bam, ba-dum, bam, ba-dum, bam, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Running up the stairs, airboxing. I can hula hoop if someone brings the music. I'm definitely gonna bring the music. Kitty K, you don't have to ask me twice. I'm sure someone calls Melt. Ooh, me. I can bring some good tunes. No, just don't set that dry looking grass. A light too. Okay, Sophia, if you say so, Fred. And his dancing. You friends absolutely melt me. I look forward to actually like, and I would like to like hire some proper sound equipment, when we have Meltfest as well. Like, sure, I can use Way, my speaker, but we want some sound. I want to, I want to either have very big batteries, like very big batteries, like house batteries, or actual generators running our sound systems. Like that's at least minimum amount of energy requirements. Weed helps bring perspective. It helps me realize that I don't have control over everything, and that if I don't have control over it, I can still control how I react to it. Isn't that a beautiful realization? And you don't technically need weed to have that realization. But the fact that weed can give you a realization like that kind of, in my opinion, melts away most of these negative perspectives or stereotypes that people have about marijuana, right? Like if if you just don't even add weed, right? Like if I said drinking water helps bring perspective. It helps me realize that I don't have control over anything. And that if I don't have control over it, I can still control how I react to it, right? Nobody is going to stigmatize the water. Nobody's going to think twice about the sentence. But then you add the word weed to it. And then there's this whole fractal that comes along with people's attachment to that little word. Again, their divine and unique experiences having been tainted by bias, by agenda, by social manipulation, misinformation, right? Like the reason marijuana got criminalized in the first place is because of ultra racism. Racism to the point where you look for things to use against someone so that you can use this law system to still be a racist asshole. Like, in now our entire society has been perpetuating that rule system, and it's now finally melting. There's multiple states in America that have legal weed right now. Our South Africa has legal weed right now. I think it's Thailand who legalize weed right now. They legalize weed in the most absurd way possible. They legalized the weed, decriminalized it completely, released the people they had imprisoned for weed charges, and then gave weed plants away in the streets. How about that? How about that for the world we're living in right now? Right? And these perspectives, as you mentioned, Brother Corey, it's perspective. It is giving us more perspective of who we are, what we are, and what we're capable of as human beings, as individuals, so that we may contribute more effectively to our unity, to our humanity, to our society, to our community. Thank you, friends, for being here right now, for contributing. Even if you don't say a single word, you're having a divine, personal, unique experience. I thank you for that. I hope it's a good one. I'm trying to make it the best possible, literally. Beautiful day to you, Ryan. So much love. Thank you for the love, friends. Hey, even Krista, our sunshine sister, the Kira Burr. So much love to you, friend. Thank you for joining us. Isaac, how you doing? You're having love sent to you from Corey with the Isaac. Hi, Savina, Gobbledygoo, Becker, Becker, Bonanners, Batman Rambler, Juju, Tate Taylor, Ryan and Kiwi Berber. Thank you, Grunt the Gob. I love that so much. Lol, a 3 to 4 hour drive is just to get to Toronto on a busy day. You see, that's what I mean. Like 3 to 4 hours to me is like, nah. I have to drive how long? Can I not? No. And you know what I do? I literally do this. I will go to sleep 3 to 4 hours late so that I can sleep in the car because driving for that long is unbearable. That's how dramatic we are here in South Africa. The bamboo bong. The bamboo bong has been named to the bong of to the bong of life because it has a tree of life on it as well. The bamboo bong does sound really cool though, dude. Man, thank you. Thank you, Father Lane, for joining us and for sharing your experience as well with the bear. Cavendish, goodness blessings to you, Fred. It's been a while. Blessings. Weirdly enough, during my meditation today, I was stripping out about the word bless. And I was like, bless, 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 blessings, blessings, blessing, blessing, blessings, 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 blessing, bless, bless. And I was like, what does blessing even mean? Is bless a real word? Am I blessed? How do I bless other people? Why did we call it bless? That was like my real question. Why specifically the word bless? Blessings to you. Thank you, friend. It's not, again, I'm at that point where is blessings even a real word? So much love. It's nice to have you. What God said in California, 2 hours. It's just commute to work. No, that is literally criminal, Batman. Like that's actual some criminal shit. Me warp, get wrecked warp. Shooting Becker. Oh, I love it too. You're a burp. It worked. You're not blocked anymore. Fantastic. How nice is that? I'm happy that they fixed that problem. Even Maxine. So nice to see you, friend. Love to you. The clouds part. Sunrise shine. All golden. Angel chorus plays. Gob farts. Miracle has occurred. Hmm. I mean, those are just kind of fractals. I saw a weird kind of shape like that, doing that. Yes. There you go, Gab. Thank you for blessing us with a miracle. You're feeling today. How are you feeling today, my friend? Thank you for asking, Jumping Jack. How are you feeling, Maxine? Damn, 7 second reference. The stream just went to a left. Right? Cavendish, I'm tripping out, dude. You know, because now we're doubling up. We're double dipping on this point I was making about the fact that we are all these individual fractals. Because not only is the fractal of 7 seconds in our beloved friend Who Needs Tears, but also in Cavendish. Cavendish hasn't been here in a while. Tunes in for today's stream. I could have just kind of been like, oh, Who Needs Tears, cool, and I could have moved on. But no, instead I was like really recognizing what Hunisteer shares and what that makes her feel and how that makes me feel knowing that she feels things. And then us sharing the things that can be felt, Cavendish feels as well, feeling that synchronicity, feeling that serendipity. I love this space. I love you, friends. Thank you for allowing stuff like this to happen, for tuning into these synchronicities. Gabriel Beansy, the Thought, Jen, Jobot, and everyone else I didn't greet. I hope everyone is feeling well and being open to the world. Now more than ever, friends, it's important for us to choose love. Really choose love. Right? Like, you have to be manic about it. You have to be a little bit of a psycho for love right now. You have to be aggressively positive. And I know I'm saying these things in extremes so that you can find balance in yourself. But I feel this is what's required of us going into the future we're going into. It's the only way. Got my coffee in. Now I'm ready for the day. Suddenly puts yourself into, low gear. Get yourself some torque. Starts getting momentum. Zoom, 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 zoom. Climbing the mountain. Thank you, Auntie. What did you bake on your stream? I baked rusks. The thing I was talking about yesterday, and you friends were like, "Oh, we need to have a baking stream melt." I was like, "Oh well." Then I did a baking stream today. It's only like an hour long, and you couldn't see the full completion process because it goes into the oven for 70 minutes, and I had to go and get ready. But uh, it was fun. It was fun in the context of doing the thing that I said I would do, right? Showing up for the things you friends ask for. Not from a perspective of requirement or duty even, but from the perspective of this is something you friends would like to see. This is an experience you have not had. And I can choose to not allow that experience, or I can choose to. And it's a trippy power we have in this world to make people experience things. Like, all of us are fractal generators, and the words you make generate fractals in the other person's experience. Do you want it to be beautiful fractals or horrific ones? And just realize that you have that power. Some people become obsessed with it, use it for manipulation or fear, guilt. Some people become obsessed with it. Use it for love, for empowerment, for encouragement, for hope. Like, it really is hope that we're practicing here as well. And you can say what you want about that from a woo-woo, educated perspective, but it really is something that helps us. It is something that the human soul somehow keeps gravitating towards. Community, people that we know, loves. Thank you, friends, for loving. Truth is the light. You got some great vibes, man. Hope you have a beautiful day. God bless. Truth is the light. Whew. My main, almost like life mantra is love is true, and then my coping mantra is melt more. So the fact that your username is truth is the light, light and love to me are one and the same as well. So thank you, friend, for sharing your truth. So much love and affection in this chat box. I feel warm fuzzies inside. Have that experience. Yeah, melt, melt up. Let it, let it melt you. The warm fuzzies. Himself, possibly himself. No, love your username. Right? It's beautiful. Thank you for seeing it as well. And B, I love yours as well. Have a good day, Mrs. Boop. Your friends are beautiful. Juno, what a lovely pleasure. Your energy and laughter are soothing to my soul. You got me smiling at my phone. So grateful for you, Mel. Juno, I see you, friend. Thank you for joining us in this moment. What a pleasure. Weed wasn't only outlawed because of race, but more because of the paper industry. The race was used as a catalyst for the outlawing of the weed. Yeah, exactly. So it was like a fear mongering media campaign that got an idea in people's heads, and then people having that idea in their heads made them make certain decisions, cast certain votes, stand for or against certain things, and then that influenced society. So that's kind of what I meant with the whole race issue. The fact that we're still in that space is bad for us as a society, right? Like it's not good to feel that way about things that you don't understand because people have told you how to understand it. You know, that's like it's like cooking, you know, with blindfolded. Sure, you can attempt it, but damn, cooking blindfolded with like hot stuff. You have to put stuff in. Like, you know what I'm talking about. You know, keep have your eyes open. Read the recipe as you're as you're cooking it. Money first, then hate. Money first, then hate. The problems we're going to be conquering in the short term. I feel that. And short term to me is if in the next 88 years. I'm sorry. We're going to have to be busy for a while. Short term is 88 years, you know. Then like really short term, like almost immediate is like 44 years. And within the next 11 years, we'll be able to solve money as a problem. It's going to take us probably 77 to solve hate. We'll have to forgive one another 77 times. Times 7. Still waking up. Not all there. Love you. Maxine, you're here now, friend. We see you. We love you. Thank you for joining us. The first laws surrounding wheat and hemp were actually ordered farmers to grow it for many, uses during World War One. It was and still is one of the best industrial crops in the world when it comes to textiles, when it comes to biomass produced per acre, when it comes to water usage, when it comes to pesticides needed, when it comes to soil regeneration, and when it comes to carbon capture. You can use it in textiles, you can use it in industry like building materials, you can use it in cosmetics for the oils, you can use it in food for the seed meal, you can use it in medicine with the CBD, and you can use it in there's one more that I'm missing. Scanning all of the fractals. You can use it in plastics. There we go. Hemp plastics, which biodegrade faster than regular plastics. It is a wonder material. And our previous generations knew it to the point where, I think Lincoln, it might have been Lincoln, literally, as you said, told everybody should be planting hemp. Like that's how they felt about it. That's how much they believed in it as a resource. And there is a deep understanding that the American economy during the Industrial Revolution was in like part, maybe like to 20 to 30% built on hemp as well, dude. Like there is so much rich history behind this plant in our past, and it became stigmatized because of human stupidity, humans telling one another they're separate. Oh yeah, this plant that grows out of the ground. We're gonna put you in prison for years of your life. We're gonna break into your home. we're going to beat you senseless because you have plant material on you. You know, like that is what we used to be. We're not that anymore, and we can see it. We can see it change in front of our eyes right now. And not only does that give us hope, but that shows us that we're making a difference, you know, and that is empowering beyond what anything else can be. Thank you, Corey, for understanding, you know, for not falling to the old patterns. Exactly, the logging industry has a huge effect on the cannabis and hemp industry. Big Biz didn't like it. Of course, the paper industry. Like, you can make 10 times, no, in 6 months, you make as much wood as it would take trees to make the same amount of wood on the same amount of land 10 years to make, right? Hemp, 6 months, X amount of paper. Wood, 10 years, X amount of paper. That's ridiculous. Did I hear there are friends over here? Too many, Isaac. Too many to handle. Too many to know, dude. And your friends, like, know. You know that. You know. And you know so much more than I can even comprehend. I mean, I try to, and then my brain melts. Thank you, friends, for holding space with me. Friends in need of brotherhood. Friends in need of you. Jeez, Isaac, I didn't just point out Melty manages a various mix of blues and greens, and somehow not be blending into his blue and green background. Yes, still a fractal that stands out. I really like this shirt. I think it's one of my favorites. These are usually the fractals that I see when I close my eyes. This type of noise, where it's like these things are like when it like goes down, this one comes up, and then yeah. Thank you again, Savina, for seeing, friend. Jeez, Isaac, I didn't realize that y'all are balling out of control. I mean, it's a honeymoon. It's a honeymoon, gobbledygook. You have to be balling for a little bit. We ball until we fall. We ball for the few moments we can hold control. Oh, that's where we fly in. Meltfest, hell yeah, hell yeah. Doggo is so cute. Yash, love you, but the bear. It's nice to have you here, man. Are you still in Cape Town? I have a friend that is like actively thinking about moving there now. Mm. And we had a friend asking us if I could choose any city for them to recommend living in South Africa, which one would it be? And I recommended Cape Town. Would you stand by that? You've lived in more places than me, dude. Is Cape Town the best so far? I hope you're not renting a car from a budget. I had a horrible experience with them in the airport in 2011. For the most part, these cars are pretty reliable. And I believe the car that beloved, Isaac and Jasmine are gonna get, if they're gonna get a car, is going to be perfect. Love to you, God. Thank you for the awareness. We have 8 friends watching and 8 up dudes tuning into frequencies. Oh my goodness, Shannon. When we're camping, our friends' new reading, yes. Oh my goodness, Shannon. When we were camping, our friends' new significant others saw me taking my flower remedy and was tripping out, thinking I casually had a dropper of acid. Oh goodness, dude! Like I knew that was gonna happen, like in a part of myself, because I was like thinking about, and I was asking Shannon about her remedies as well, and now just seeing that fractal that you went through, like just like casually dropping multiple drops of stuff in a bowl of water, singing to the universe and then drinking it, and it's just like, did this dude just casually dose himself with like 500 mics of acid? Hello, dear friend. It's nice to see you. Oh goodness, dude. Ah, that cracks me up. I'm happy that you could actually. You probably did explain to her what it actually was. So much love, Isaac. We will get in touch in the Discord. But if you want to go to a sound healing, there are sacred sounds of the soul. It will be by belated wedding gift. Can't be there, but I will get a good person set up. Ooh, brother Ryan, how beautiful. There we go. The fractal connects. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. I have played into that. How is it working for you anyway? That cracks me up so much. I love that, Shannon. Let me read some of the read it again. God bless. It's just my favorite saying. Everyone knows what it means. It's true. It's true. For me, I don't know if it means that to everyone, but for me, I see it as you, as God, choosing to bless me. Truth is the light. But that is a little bit of a perspective, let's say. Miracle fart. I told you. Told you. Gobbledygook. Yes, we are heading into a honeymoon as of this week. How's it going? How are you, Uncle Becky? Thank you for the love. Thank you so much for the Isaac, for that recognition. Seeing you guys as a family. I begrudgingly have to depart for this. Big love and blessings to everyone. Jumpin' Jack, you were here for the friend. Thank you for being part of this community. Tripping is literally doing years of therapy and introspection in a half a day. You are a blessing to us all, friend. Peace and love be upon you. Thank you, friend. You're a blessing to us all, too. Realize that. You know, the fact that you can recognize me as a blessing means that you're a blessing. You can only see that which you are at the end of the day. You can't recognize something that is completely foreign, like an alien, right? Like I'm like an alien, and the fact that you can see the type of alien I am is because you're one as well. Thank you, Fred. Grateful for the energy and focus. Thank you for the love, Auntie. I appreciate that so much. Safe travels. I missed the baking stream. So sorry, Melty. You don't have to be sorry about anything, friend. It was early in the mornings, and like that was the real resistance as well. But I didn't really figure that out until I actually did it. Is the fact that it's like early AM hours for you friends when I usually do the baking because it's in my morning hours, which is your sleeping hours. So I'm sorry about that, but it is recorded now. It is on the interwebs. The beauty of, you know, almost capturing the fractals of existence. Skibbity babbity. You got a good way with words, man. I word good. I only word good because I practice every day. And this is what I'm supposed to be good at, I believe, at least. The thing I'm supposed to be best at, let me say it that way. I believe I want to be good at everything, so I try to practice the things that I feel are most important every day. And that's my message as well, friend. You know, if you love something, do it every day. Really, like not from this perspective of you're gonna get sick of it if you do it every day, but from this perspective of you love it so much, doing it every day comes easy. Doing it every day inspires you. Doing it every day makes you want to do it every day. Find that for you. And if you do it every day, everything will change because of that. It really will. I promise. You know, and you can take me up on that. You know, in 44 years, you can be like, hey, Melt, I took your advice. I did what I love passionately every day for 44 years. Nothing came of it. I'm going to be like, liar. You fucking liar. And you'll be like, oh, Melt. And I'm like, you did something you loved every day for 44 years. That's what you got. No one can take that away from you. So it's like a paradox to me. And I know I sound like a broken record sometimes, but I love you friends so much and I want the best for all of you. I know we can have it so much better if we can just step outside of it a little bit sometimes. It's incredible. He's on here the same time every day for the last 582 days. Minus maybe two. Yeah, thank you. On V. Like I love how in this space, like the amount of honesty and authenticity we have is to the point where we've shown up every single day without fault, and then technological slash societal, no, not societal, circumstantial issues interrupted us. And even because like with that, like and we maybe even will, you know, eventually in the future, but a normal community would just be like, oh yeah, we can just pretend that isn't real. But the amount of deep authenticity and respect we have for the individuals that tune in, you know, for truth. Thank you, Auntie. I see you, friend. We're doing well. Fruit Cup is crawling, sitting and pulling herself up to stand. She loves swimming lessons, and is eating more and more real food. Mmm, a little being coming into this world with loving parents, teaching her how to swim, giving her real food, letting her stand up and crawl for herself. And she's like, what, 8 months? And she's doing these things. An absolute trooper. Good morning, but how did the biscotti turn out? Perfect. Like I think looks like one of my best batches yet. Like it really did turn out that well. No, fear first, then hate. There we go. Fear is in a way connected to money as well, unfortunately, Cavendish, right? Like we can worry so much about our financial well-being and the financial well-being of our family, the bills we have to pay, being able to eat food, right? Being able to afford things. So that is like a big note of fear in our existences. And it has almost been thrusted upon us. I wanted to think about a word that would describe the visceral feeling I have about it. It's like it's been thrusted upon us. Like, oh yeah, we wake up in this world and now suddenly we have to earn money, you know? Like our existences isn't this existence, but in fact trading this existence to earn this financial currency so that you can continue existing. Like that is broken AF. So I feel like that's what we mean. And I feel the future we're heading into, money isn't gonna be a problem. Like actually be a problem. Because we're like this is one of those things that can feel confusing, illusion of grandeur, impossible, intimidating, scary, aversion inducing. Like there's so many things that can come along with it, but try and suspend all of these feelings and just listen to the concept, right? It doesn't have to be true. The concept in and of itself inspires me. So the way I see the future of money and the future of abundance is going to be by connecting, truly connecting with community, right? Where instead of in the way we do it right now, you follow a profile where you can follow the Meltmore profile on Reddit. That technically means that you're following a profile, a subcategory on the Reddit platform. The future of supporting one another is going to be following the person directly, almost like in a blockchain way, where no matter where that person goes on the internet, you would have that link. And not only can we do it in that way, but it can also be a support system. So if you want to not only follow this person because you like what it is they're doing in this internet space, you can support them, give them $1 a month, for example. So then suddenly that abundance pool of that person that becomes supported instantly starts to grow. And you, as an individual, on this internet that we're already on, we have usernames and stuff, can connect then and have abundance of yourself, right? Like you have abundance in your life as well, and you can create more thereof. So on a very fundamental level, now there are two people, at least two people, connected in an infinity loop where you can contribute to this person's abundance. This person has abundance, has a pool of abundance. You have a pool of abundance. And not only can you contribute in a tangible, I give X amount per month, but you can make it percentage based. So instead of it just being, I'm giving this amount and then it's like a done deal, you can almost make it as I give nothing, but I make 11% available. You see where I'm going now. So now, instead of it just being a process of I give to this person then receives what I have, which means I do not have it anymore and they do. It's we don't have to give the things directly to one another, but we make it available to one another. Like we trust one another and we respect one another to the point where we can make 11% of our personal finances available to the world. And if we can do that as a whole community, every single one of us makes 11% of our finances available to the world, and we're connected to that same node, that would mean that 11% grows to the point where it could literally be the safety blanket for our entire community. No one, no one will ever have to suffer a medical emergency that they can't pay for. No one will ever have to have their house burned down and not know what to do about that. No one will ever have to worry about where their safety is going to be. That fear is going to melt away. And with that fear melting away, we'll have less things to hate, Cavendish. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Going through some stuff. Grandfather is willingly taking his final steps to join these who have gone before. So just waiting for him to finish his journey as we continue with ours. Ninja Nanner, thank you for joining us, brother Corey. Spend time with him. Be there with him. He's here. He never will be anywhere else. You're here because he was. Thank you, friend. Weed is a miracle, just as the findings of LSD and mushrooms used in therapeutic settings. Yeah. Like, we're awakening 100% truth is the light. Like, 100%. Thank you for the melt world. I appreciate it. Brother Jeff, thank you so much, friend. Whew. We're moving into our empowerment, finally. You know, it's going to come like a big relief. I jokingly said to a friend yesterday, it's going to be like when we all let ourselves kind of melt, you know, that fear, that anxiety of the future, and we actually just all as a collective choose love as our truth. It's going to be like a cosmic orgasm for our entire humanity, our entire species, where on a generational trauma based level, we're going to release to a point where it will be recognized throughout all of humanity that the change is here. We're already living there, right? Like we're just connecting now. We're making more and more connections, and that that's exponential. It's exponential. Thank you for being in the melt world with me, brother Jeff. It was quite a shock moving from California to Indiana. I don't know if that's right. And seeing how behind the state was with weed, like it's you see it not only in the state, but you see it in the people, which is something that's fascinating to me as well. Gave time is beauty. Thank you, Corey. I need to give some love to the YouTube friends as well. Holy moly, right? That's the nicest thing ever. You astound me with the abundance of love that you give. What an honor it would be an experience. There we go. Man, it makes me happy. Do let us know how that goes, dude. That sounds amazing. Miles, trying to beat my brother. There we go. The push to legalize entheogens like mushies is amazing and so progressive, and I'm hoping it will become a reality in the next few years. I mean, we have How to Change Your Mind, a documentary made in collaboration with, I think, should be the right word, Michael Pollan, who wrote How to Change Your Mind as the book as well. That book did a lot for me when I was 19. And the fact that we now have Netflix shows about this stuff, that millions of people are watching it, sign of good times, dude. It's a sign of good times. No, no. Hey, Joe, Snapchat fun. That's awesome. She is freaking awesome. I've been watching you a while, but mostly lurk. You are a positive and spiritual experience for me. Thank you. Thank you, Kitty K. It's nice to have you here, friend, and to see you too. Love to you, friend. Damn, Jovan, 3.5 43. Damn. It's crazy. I would drop dead. I can I can stay on a mat for a while, but I don't know if I can stay on my legs running for a while. Oh man, Shan. If I can make that time at some wild obstacles in that one though, I think I'm just one 5K, 33 minutes downhills through this. Oh goodness. Come to Cape Town. I'll tour guide. There we go. Yash's Team Cape Town. Don't tempt us, Yash. We will. Yes, they will. I'm looking forward to it even. Like I said, there were a lot of downhills, so I don't think my time would have been as good if it wasn't for that. I'm so stoked for that, Joe. You got this. Yes, she does. Thank you for that encouragement. I mean, if I'm gonna have to run downhill, it would be pretty nice, and you know, so I'm there with you. Hope is so important. It really is, Katie. Thank you for giving me hope as well, friend. Like every single one of you give me hope in humanity, you know, and that's undeniable. I see your name, and then your name comes along with every other beautiful thing you've chosen to share in in this space, right? Like this plethora of love that is you, and then your name comes along with that, and that gives me uber amounts of hope. I appreciate y'all so much. Love you, Jovan. Our bodies can be amazing vehicles of achieving what our mind let us achieve. Our mind is the real trickster, right? Like especially if exercise for me, like my body can go. Like I can lift cars, run through walls. I don't know about all of that. But my mind, like this is me exaggerating, but my mind is the real, problem child. Oh, I don't want to do push-ups. I'm like, bruh, you can do push-ups, so goes down, easily does push-ups. I'm like, wow, that wasn't difficult, was it, brain? You're so right. Thank you, Hooties Tears. Brother Dan joining us as well. It did turn out well. Getting closer to the rock. Cape Town has a bit of everything. I would recommend exploring it first. I think that's good. Right? Go there for a trip before you move there. Love is true! Toasty, Melosty, Brother Kyle. Love is true, dude. I've been thinking about you a lot. I'm gonna share something with you soon. You're gonna melt, dude. You're gonna melt because it's you, just as much as it's me. That's how much I'm gonna share. Think for yourself. Think for yourself what that can mean, Toast. Just checking in while on my break at work, but I'm not able to stay long. Love you, Naomi. So cool to see you, friend. So much love to you. The surprise attack from two friends. Wow, so many friends. It's blessed. It's so blessed. I cannot thank you, friends, enough. Just started tripping out about the fact that I'll be in my 80s in 44 years. Oof. You'll be in your 80s, sure, who needs tears? But your 80s, I mean, I'm gonna be in my 60s. Your 80s and my 60s are not gonna be the 80s and 60s we know right now. Let me just say that. All right, and we get to see that change transitioning as we go into the future as well. Wild friends have appeared, and Naomi suddenly wants to battle. Had a fun conversation with our neighbor the other day. We were talking about how interesting and unique humans look. And what if we looked way more similar than some animals like deer? Something that's beautiful to me in the way that movies, or specifically animated animal movies, are depicted is they give the animals very distinctive, individualized looks, right? But I feel they only do that as anthropomorphizing in the way that we are. That being said, I believe it's still true, right? They might not be as exaggerated with their expression and with their differences in looks, but we aren't that exaggerated in our expression and our differences in look as well, right? Like there are so many different birds, and they have an extra cone in their eyes, which means they can see more light than we can. They can see different frequencies of spectrums of light than we can. So most birds have these beautiful iridescent, shimmering little feathers as well that create these patterning, on their body. So their their chances of getting laid depends on how beautiful they are. Unfortunately, how beautiful they can sing, and then eventually how beautiful their physical appearances. And their physical appearance depends on how they groom themselves, the food they ate, the amount they slept. It's like a whole, you realize, oh, that dude is just me as him, right? He just tried to get by as a little Burby dude. And then realizing on top of all of that, I was going somewhere with this. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That if he didn't do all of these things, he won't get laid, right? Like that female not only can see him as different, can see him as an individual, but she has preferences, which means if he looks one way as opposed to another, and if we had to look at it from an external perspective, we might not even be able to tell the difference between the two, but when you're a part of the species, as we are a part of one another species, you definitely can. And yeah, that's what I wanted to share. The fact that maybe they already are, or maybe we already are, even. Isaac, we just particularly look like humans. Very human like humans. Say Naomi, Naomi. I love that so much, Naomi. Oh goodness, Naomi. I've been well. One more week of working and then 2 weeks vacation. She's going to a Rammstein concert. How cool is that? Please do take your protection. Like genuinely, Like make a point of that. Take 3 pairs of your protection. If every human was just basically a copy of the last, it would be so interesting. And concerts would be a nightmare. How would you find your friends? Everybody just looks exactly the same. Like carbon copy of one another. I mean, technically, you would find your friends everywhere then. Mm. You understand what I'm saying, though, don't you? You would find your friends everywhere. Sending love to you too. Sending hope to Brittany Griner right now. Share more? Brittany Griner, Toast. Thank you for sharing, friend. Sharing love with Brittany Griner too. Watch How to Change Your Mind this weekend. Do recommend Straight Up Fire. You can't do that to me, lol. Right, doesn't work. Rammstein is probably a wild show. I think it is, dude. Like they're actually pretty well known for being a little bit over the top and particularly loud. You not only feel the music, but the music knows about you too. Feels where you are. Thank you for the all seeing of vote. I appreciate that so much, Auntie. Thank you for the silver jumping jack. Love you, friend. Share. The collective knowledge of the community is a beautiful mosaic. It makes me smile when I think about it. Thank you for making me smile just by being in this space. Jumping Jack, you're a part of it, friend. I remember the first time I read a book on Arpan. I read a book on Arpan almost 2 years ago. That was the first time I broke down on stream. I was so overwhelmed with the words and the feelings of support from the community. Meltdown slash melt more. Huh? On B, like that's what it is to me. Like you can either melt down or you can melt more. And I melt down all the time. So I have to steer myself towards melting more instead of it being this complete I am unworthy, I can't do this. How is this possible? Why is it like this? To I am worthy. Thank you. Love is true. I accept. I surrender to this. It's the same energy, just a different choice. Thank you on B for like choosing to like melt into that energy, this community, right? The love that this community, the support that this community has, instead of contracting away from it, believing you're unworthy of it. Thank you. It means more than you know. Hope you're doing well, wonderful sister. Thank you, brother Corey, for that outreach. Gnar. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gnar is a wild show. Guar? Guar is a wild show. Guar is wild. I would love to watch Rammstein. Enjoy Naomi. Thank you. Who needs tears? Who knows, friend? Might not be too long. We can do that too. I would also like to see a Rammstein concert. I would like to see Rammstein. I would like to see. Fallout Boy for some reason. I'm a pretty big Fallout Boy fan. I would like to see Brothers of Metal. 100%. I would like to see Amon Amarth as well. Like if I was 10 years younger, I would like to see Sum 41. I don't know if I would like to see Sum 41 anymore. Maybe still. Maybe it would be like an extreme nostalgia trip. Like I would scratch some sort of inner child's long since forgotten fantasy or something. She's a WNBA player in America who was locked up in Russia for a cannabis oil cartridge. She's looking at a 9 year sentence in Russian prison unless there's a prison exchange between governments. I see a bottle of liquor. It looked kind of fancy. It almost was like a wide base cut in half. It had like a bottom part and then an upper spout. And it looked like there was some sort of clear liquid in it. So I'm imagining that as a representation of these government officials bribing another government Russian official with a bottle of liquor in order to save someone from a cannabis charge. Yes, I believe she'll be fine. I hope so, dude. Imagine that. What the? Like, just imagine that. I mean, You know, I'm not going to. I don't want to be cynical either. You know what? I'm not going to. You know, brother Bear, what I'm gonna say, and I don't have to say it. Love you so much, man. What a good chat we've been having. Love you. Thank you, brother Isaac, for being a part of this chat today, friend. For joining us. You make it good, dude. You're contributing. This chat is how it is because of what you've said as well, man. What you felt. True acceptance, true understanding, true love. There it is. There it is, Auntie. You know. Blunt Narwhal, what's the great white shark situation down there? You probably know better than me, friend. I mean, were there great whites at Ushaka? I don't know, dude. I'm sorry, friend. I'm not. I do like the fish, you know, and I do love the ocean, and I love scuba diving, but I'm not particularly familiar with them. I know what a great white shark is, but I'm not familiar. Like, yes, look, snorkeling, great white sharks. Yes, no. So I don't know about the situation of the great whites. Thank you for asking, though, Vlad Narwhal. It was like cleansing of old thoughts and a chance for new ideas and opportunities. That makes me happy. I will watch it. Thank you, Maxine. You don't have to, and you can like really skip through it. It's just me basically listening to music, doing busy work. You know, I don't necessarily think it's the most entertaining content. That's also why I haven't done it. It's not the way I would like it to be, and it's not in the hours that you friends are awake in. So it's just like a bunch of whammies for why I probably won't do it again. But now that experience exists, it's there within the internet manifested. How far is the nearest ocean to you? Like 450 kilometers in that way. Yeah, like if I yeet 450 kilometers in that way, I should find the ocean eventually. Maybe a little bit more than that. If I had Google Maps right now, I would be able to tell you. I guess this is what we've become, huh? Dependent on our technology. If I keep moving in this general direction, eventually I'll hit ocean. Probably take me like 2 weeks or something. For something. Thank you for asking. I want to go to the ocean again soon, Toast. It's been a while for me now, man. It's been more than 3 years. 20 January of 2019 was the last time I saw the ocean. Howdy. I'll be flying into your. I mean, I saw the ocean from above when I was flying. Does that count? I'll be flying into your area next week. So I was asking, Toast, do you live in Arizona? Sedona, Arizona. Like I was tripping out. I do know that brother Ryan has a shop there, and he actually offered a sound healing. So that's like a 3 hour drive. Like I live in Limpopo. You can look up if you want to, close to a town called Groblersdal. So if you like Groblersdal, Limpopo, South Africa, you'll get super close to where I am right now, and then you can check. I'm like pretty inland. I'm